Part 4 of the ACOTAR nail series. Let's go. So let's talk about the court that has the most beef with every single character in this book and is probably the most turbulent territory ever. You really don't want to mess with them. The Autumn Court is known for being brutal and cruel and quite cutthroat. They also are very powerful in fire magic and foxfire. Get it, foxfire? I guess that's why they're so cunning. The Autumn Court is ruled by Beron, and him and the Lady of Autumn have 7 children. The oldest is Eris Vanserra, and the youngest is Lucien Vanserra. Both the most important. The other ones don't really have names yet. We'll see. Did they kill Lucien's first lover in front of his eyes? Yes, they did. Was Eris the eldest betrothed to Moore of the Night Court, and did he leave her on the border with nails in her stomach? Yeah. Now, might Eris have remorse about what he did to Moore, and could he be a potential ally to Rhys, provided Rhys puts him on the throne once Beron is disposed of? Plus, he's got a thing for Nesta, and I have to say I might ship it. Don't come at me, I know she's mates with Cassian. And now that Lucien is part of the band of exiles, will he find peace and happiness? He's also mated to Elain. The answer is, I don't know. That's why we'll just have to wait and see, and that's why I really need the 6th book to come out, and it's coming out on October 27th.
Since we're doing the Autumn Court, I'm going to do red, orange, and yellow for the polished colors. Now I've just got my 3D sculptor gel. I'm super excited to try that out, and I did put them in silicone molds. Super proud of it. I did a dagger, which I then painted with nail dust, and then I also hand sculpted and painted a fox as well as a leaf. The leaf looks a little bit questionable, but the fox turned out super, super well, so I'm super happy about that. Now I'm just going to pick out my charms and bling it up like usual because we all need a little extra sparkle. And of course, I can't forget the Jin Bee cooling gels. Again, these gels are so, so nice because when I put them under my UV lamp, it does not burn my hands. I would still say as a new nail artist, attaching the nails is kind of the hardest part for me. The decorating is surprisingly easy. I kind of thought that would be the hardest part because it takes the most detail and steady hand, and I do have a tremor like I mentioned before, so I thought I'd struggle with this. Now I'm just going to cure it. I have a couple different curers that I use. I have the stick or wand one that you just saw me use, and then I have my big UV lamp that dries the whole hand all at once. And then I have my new flower shaped lamp, which is motion censored, so that's really easy when I'm attaching the nails. I will admit with this set, I initially made a mistake because for some reason I was a total dum-dum and spaced on the nail prep, so I didn't drill down my actual nail surface or the acrylic nails themselves, so they did end up popping off, but I redid them and now they're super sturdy, and I'm super pleased because this set has stayed on the longest so far. I think they've lasted now for about like 6 days, which is pretty good. I'm hoping they'll last a little longer. So yeah, just experimenting and learning on my own. And obviously I watched some tutorials to figure out what works best, but I kind of like just experimenting, even though it's a lot of work. Definitely a lot of dedication, and patience is a virtue, as I say here. Now I'm just adding some more beads. Also, by the way, these beads are so stinking cute, especially when you get them lined up all nice. I need to get a better dotting and jewel picker, I guess, because they come with this long metal skinny stick part that is much easier to realign your beads with once they're on. P.S. Sorry this video doesn't have any music. It just takes my entire life to edit music onto here, and because I am a new content creator, I'm still kind of figuring it out, so bear with me while I figure that out. And who knows, maybe I won't. I know there's plenty of nice videos out there on YouTube that don't have any sound. They're just kind of nice to watch and relax with, and ASMR almost, if you use the natural sounds or if you just remove the sound entirely, so maybe we'll stick with that. Who knows? Also, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Any useful tips or things that you like, things that you don't like. Like I said, this channel is your daily dose of art. So that includes nail art, costume and sewing, dance, and painting and drawing. I just like a lot of different things, and I couldn't really decide how to focus my YouTube channel. So I just decided to kind of do unconventional way of going about things and do it all. So, you know, if you're not about that and you only want one specific niche thing, this channel is not for you. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, I did make a bow and arrow charm as well. I ended up not using that one though because it would only fit on my thumbnails. I'm starting with smaller fake nail attachments, and then I'll move to the longer ones once I'm more comfortable and better at getting my nails to have more longevity with their wear time. But for now, I'm sticking with the smaller ones. So yeah, the bow and arrow, it could have fit on just my thumb, but I wanted to put other stuff on my thumbs this time. So we'll save that for later. It's super cute. Also, useful tip if you're new to nail art, definitely set aside some time to create your handmade charms on a different date and time than you're actually going to put the nails on because it just takes forever. But I'm getting faster at it. Like I said, progress, not perfection. And I might have mentioned before, but I'm super pumped about the silicone molds that I got. There are just so many options that are so whimsical and fantastical, and you know I'm a fantasy girly, obviously from the theme of this video, it's ACOTAR. So yeah, I'm going to be experimenting with those more often, and surprisingly they work super, super well. Some of the charms are so small and so detailed, like the sword was so thin, I was so worried it was going to break, but the silicone mold held perfectly. Now I'm sealing everything up with my Mayo top gel coat. It's super nice because it's non-sticky. And look at that. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I'm so happy with these guys. The flame bit on my ring finger and then I think my middle finger on the other hand, yes, that's right, didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. I should have used a smaller applicator for the nail dust so that it could be more precise, but I'll do better next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.